Welcome back to True Endgame Light. In this video, we'll be going over the changes made to the Shado Pan Assault Reputation gains, 3 new farming methods for bronze and spools, and Blizzard's update on the Tusks of Mannaroth bug they're currently fixing. First things first, the Shado Pan Assault Reputation farming in the Mist of Pandaria remix has undergone a change. The trash mobs no longer give you reputation, but the bosses now give 1,000 reputation each, and Raden gives you 1,000 as well. It's worth noting that the daily reputation lockout has been removed and is now a weekly lockout just for the reputation you get from the bosses, so subsequent runs on the Throne of Thunder raids within the week for that character will no longer give us reputation for the Shado Pan Assault like before. Because of these new changes, I'd recommend at least doing the Troves of the Thunder King scenario for a chance to get the Shado Pan Assault insignia, which gives about 100 reputation. As a reminder, we'll have to make sure we have a key to the Palace of Li Shen, since that'll be our ticket to the treasure of the Thunder King scenario. Take note that we can only get the key once a day, but we can stock them up and grind them all at once when we have the time. Now, on to the new farming spots for the week. The first we'll go over is the Kun-Lai zone, which is located just outside Bainan village to farm the Batari Young Gold. I'd recommend grouping up for this, so look for Kun-Lai farm in the LFG tab to find yourself a party. As for the second and third new farming methods, we're gonna be going over to the Isle of Thunder. In this zone, just outside of Stormsea landing by the docks, there are a bunch of mobs here that hyper spawn, and if you get yourself in a group of 2 or 3, you could make a decent amount of bronze and threads here. Now, the last farming method for the week is going to be the Troves of the Thunder King scenario, and this farming method is going to be for spools in general. For a full run around the Trove, you can net yourself easily over 500 bronze and a decent amount of spools looted from bonus chests at the end, as well as opening every chest there are inside. Additionally, we'll have a chance to get a Shanze ritual stone from the Trove, and 3 of these will summon a rare for even more threads and bronze. It's worth mentioning that we have a chance to loot a Shado Pan insignia to give us even more rep. If you haven't unlocked the Trove yet, then you need to unlock the Isle of Thunder, and in the Mist of Pandaria remix, you'll need to be at least level 50 and complete the quest chain that starts with the Storm Gathers here in Shado Pan Garrison. Now, the quest givers for the faction will vary very slightly, but they should be both near the vicinity. Once you have the island unlocked, keep progressing through the quest chain until we've unlocked ourselves dailies in our respective factions hub in the Isle of Thunder. Sun Reaper's Onslaught for Horde and Kirin Tor Offensive for Alliance. For those who haven't done a Trove yet, here's a TLDR. There are 4 main rooms divided by 3 locked doors, and to open the doors, we'll just have to pull open a lever. Every room there will be chests, and between the rooms there are hallways with even more chests. Since we only have 5 minutes to finish the scenario itself, we'll want to prioritize getting to both room number 2 and room number 4 as quickly as we can, since room number 1 and 3 generally have little to no loot. Between each room there will always be a small hallway. Hold up, Nalak just spawned. I've been waiting all day for this. Hold up, God. Alright, I got him. Let me just get the spool. Alright, where was I? As for the hallways that also have chests, I'd either do 1 or 2 chests before continuing forward, but I try not to fully clear them since they will eat up a lot of my time. Now, for the first room, lever 1 is going to be on the left side of the stairs by the door. Same thing with lever 2 once we enter the next room. And finally, on room number 3, the locked door is on the right side, so we'll have to go to the opposite side, and on the left side of the crumbled staircase is going to be the lever. When we reach the last room, there's a small boss by the back end carrying 1 large chest. The boss itself drops threads and loot as well as more large chests, so generally you'd want to get to the end as quickly as you can before you decide to clear out everything. As a reminder, there will always be 2 types of chests in the rooms, small ones with red markings and larger brown ones. The larger chests spawn more frequently as we progress and contain more loot with a chance for containing spools as well, so we generally want to go for these ones. Once we're more comfortable with the run's 5-minute timer and we're exalted with our respective factions' reputation in the Isle of Thunder, there's going to be a vendor to the left before we start the timer, and they sell items, but you'll have to buy them with lesser charms of good fortune. Everything here is kinda useless apart from 3 things. The polymorphic key, which opens a door and we don't have to pull a lever anymore. This is in case we want to skip a room, so that could be room number 1. The second thing is an empty supply crate, which can help us reach higher areas unless we're a demon hunter or evoker, as some of the larger chests that we want to get are in tough spots and we can't reach them, so if you're that class or if you have the supply crate, it can help us get there. And lastly, the third useful item is going to be the arcane propellant, so it's kind of like a substitute to the empty supply crate. Oh, I forgot to mention traps. a lot of traps. The traps are present throughout the scenario and they mainly stun you and slow you down, so do your best to try to avoid them to make the most out of your 3 minutes. As an update on the Tusks of Mannaroth cosmetic item, Blizzard says, and I quote, "We're working on a fix for this. Please hold on to your tusks, you will not have to re-earn all those bones on a plate-wearing character." But that's about it for this video. If you've learned something new or found this insightful, then leave a like and subscribe, and be sure to check out True Endgame's website in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.